Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's been a little minute since I've been on here. I feel like I always say that every time I post something. So sorry for being that person. I'm trying to stay consistent. To be honest, I've been on TikTok a lot more. But if you're new here, hi, my name's Diana. And on today's video, I just wanted to show you guys my updated face routine, some new products that I've been using, some stuff I bought with the Sephora VIB sale, and a little life update as well. And if that's something you're interested in watching, then stick around. Alright, you guys, so let's get into some skin prep. I'm using the Ole Henriksen Nurture Me Moisturizing Cream. I found this little moisturizer at Marshall's and I really like it. It's super soft, super hydrating. I love this moisturizer too because it has almost like this tackiness, so it kind of like grips the makeup as well. And I just want to say my hair will not be fixed until the end of the video because I always do my makeup first. So I feel like I always have something to say about like my hair being brushed on here. It's so funny. It's like, let me just admit that I hate doing my hair. It's so annoying. Especially, well, speaking on my hair, I've been loving this hair journey that I'm on. Like, I finally wear my natural God-given curls. It took me forever to just get to this place of like accepting my hair. Because growing up, no one around me had hair like me. So I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't know how to style it. I didn't know what products to use. And, you know, as of lately, I've been finding like the right products for my hair, and it just made my life so much better. I wish I would have embraced my hair earlier. I'm liking it, you know, I'm loving my hair. I'm not sure if you guys watched this show, All American. It's on Netflix. It's also on CBS. I think it's CBS. The character Olivia has beautiful long curly hair, and she just like inspired me to wear my natural hair. Now for foundation time, the Sephora VIB sale took place last week. So I purchased a couple things that I'm going to be using in this video, some new products that I've really been loving. To apply this, I'm going to use the A24 Morphe X Makeup by Ariel brush. The shade I'm using is Warm Olive, so it's going to like neutralize my redness a little bit. I will say, you guys, for those of you that seen my previous videos, I still stand by what I say on these Makeup by Ariel brushes being amazing because they're my everyday. They're a staple for me, and I just love how they apply my makeup. But I will say that the packaging easily gets ruined. You see this? And I know it's not the way that I'm caring for them because I have some brushes that are super old. For example, like this Morphe Y9 brush. This is one of their best collections ever, so I'm never getting rid of this brush. This one's from 2016 and it's in great condition, so I know how to properly take care of my brushes. When I clean them, I never get this area wet to damage like the bristles. So I just want to throw that out there. If you're still thinking of buying these brushes, just keep that in mind. I wanted to buy some for my professional kit because I'm a freelance makeup artist, but I held back on it because I don't want clients to think like she's dirty or she doesn't care for her brushes with this showing up. So since they're for personal use, I don't mind. But if you're a traveling freelance makeup artist, think about it because these just came out this year. I haven't had them for that long and they're already peeling. So always follow up with a sponge for the smoothest finish. The way that I do my base is a little different these days. I mean, starting with a matte foundation, like who am I? But when your skin's prepped well, it looks really pretty, as you can see. And then I recently switched my concealer, which is crazy because if you guys been watching me, like I said, I've been using the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer, which I still have her, by the way. I've been using it for years, but I just wanted to try something new. Nothing was wrong with it. It's still performing great, but sometimes you want to switch it up because your skin changes and stuff like that. So as of lately, I've been using the Too Faced Born This Way Multi-Sculpt Concealer, and the shade that I use is Almond. I really like this concealer. It's more of a sheer consistency than the NARS, but it gets the job done, and I really like the shade. I don't know if I mentioned, but this is Almond. It has a beautiful yellow undertone, so it like brightens your under eyes really well. See how pretty this tone is? Highly recommend if you have like olive to yellow undertones. Now, After the concealer, I used to freak out and I always felt like I had to set right away with powder. But the new me lets the concealer sit for a little bit, and let it cook up a little bit. And I proceed with my other cream products. For contour, I'm going to use the Makeup by Mario stick. I'm obsessed with this. You guys, I was looking for this for months. I would go to Sephora like every month. Because the shade that I'm using is medium dark, and that's one of the shades that was sold out at multiple locations. But with the VIB sale, I was able to get my hands on it, so I'm happy about that. I just kind of honestly don't really have much intention with where I place it up here. If it's low, it's fine because I kind of like pick the product up, but here's where I really care. Like, be careful where you put it because don't want it to look crazy. It's perfect. And then it's a dual stick, so you get this kabuki brush. To be honest, this is a little too dense for my liking, so I still use it though. Like, it gets the job done, but I feel like it slows the process down because it's a little dense. She's a little rough, but the product itself, like, look, it's like a perfect color. It's like not too orange, but it's also not too cool. It's just like right up my alley. I don't like to sweep. I kind of just like to press it. I feel like I'm killing brain cells as I'm doing this. That's the contour, nice and blended. I love, love, love the tone. I know it's a little muddy and crazy, but we're gonna fix that. Moving on to the blush, you guys, I picked up the Patrick Ta 4-Face blush palette, and I am obsessed. This is like one of the best blushes I've ever used. You get 3 creams, 3 powders, and the little top part is sealed, which is so cool. And again, still haven't applied any powder, so just so you guys know where I stand with my steps. I like to use this middle shade, and I mix it a little bit with this Barbie pink shade using the E4 Morphe brush, and then I kind of contour with this. So I don't necessarily apply it right in the cheeks. I kind of just apply it here, kind of contour with it. Boom, look at that. Look at that payoff. Like, it is fire. You guys need this blush palette. If you're a makeup artist, I mean, this is amazing. You get a good shade range. And this blush lasts all day. I wore it on my birthday from morning to night, and it stayed on. The blush tends to be like the first product on the face to wear off, but not this blush. Now with that same E4 brush, I grab the first Barbie pink shade right here, and I focus it mostly on the apples. I just tap, tap, tap. And so now that all my cream products are in place, I take a little bit of concealer, just a pinch, and then I like to do a little bit here, and I'll show you why in a bit. It just like cleans up wherever you miss the mark. I don't know how else to say it. And then just press in with the sponge, make sure everything's nice and smooth before we set it. Actually, let me clean this up first. It's just gonna make you look extra snatched. You see that? So then I use less powder to clean up. To set my makeup, I still use my Huda Beauty powder. I just picked up a new powder puff. This is from One Size Beauty. Wow, this is a really hefty sponge. Like, it's thick. It's my first time using it, so it's like first impression. Make sure we're nice and smooth. And then starting with the under eye. Sorry guys, it's kind of hard to show you. Always start with the under eye because that's the area that creases first, and you want to make sure it's smooth. And then with whatever's left, I lightly go over my cream contour and blush because I don't want it to be too matte because we're still adding more powder. I really like this sponge. I don't know about $15 though. I mean, I got it with the sale, but it's very durable. It's not like your everyday cheap sponge. And look, it's not eating my product because I have liquids under. This is just the powder, but it didn't eat any of my liquids up, so that's really cool. So you see, very lightly set the rest of your face. And then now to sweep this side off. Wow, that sponge left my under eye really smooth. You guys, tools honestly are more important than products, because if your tools do a great job, they're gonna have your back, you know, regardless if you're using like drugstore makeup. Which, by the way, I don't know what's this whole like negative stigma with drugstore makeup. They have bomb stuff. I just realized I'm using a lot of like makeup artist brands, like Makeup by Mario, Patrick Ta, Patrick Star. It's really cool to see how great their products are and how Sephora sells their products. It's really inspiring, because someday I want my own line. Not someday. One day I'll have my own line, universe. You hear me? You guys, look at this. So freaking cute. So I had been looking for these like beer shaped damn, my coffee's going bad. I had been looking for these beer shaped glass jars, and I know Amazon carries them, but I've been giving Amazon too much of my money and I just didn't want to buy them. So I was looking for them at a store. I didn't know Crate and Barrel had them, which is where these are from, but one of my friends gave them to me for my birthday. So sweet, because I was at Marshall's with her like a few weeks ago, and I was telling her what I was looking for, and so like she remembered that and she gifted me some along with a glass straw. Tea though, tea. This is Starbucks coffee. I just poured it in here to be cute. I didn't have any coffee. I don't like making my own coffee. It's so bad, and like I need to get on it, especially with my cute cups. But I'd just rather pay someone to make my coffee, which is so bad because I could be saving that money. But here I am. Okay, so you see how we look sculpted, and it's gonna look extra once we add everything else. Moving on to my powder products. I know this looks pretty. I could stop here, but makeup's too fun to stop. So for bronzer, I'm using the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Bronzer. This is in medium dark. All these new products you're seeing, I got them with a sale. And I'm just going to use the point of the brush and go over just like where I had my contour. Nothing crazy, not too much product. Forehead, of course. This just enhances those cream products a little more and really locks them in place. I also find that by doing my steps this way, like all my creams, and then sealing it with translucent powder, I feel like it lasts longer with the mask, and it also doesn't transfer as much. This bronzer is super soft, like it claims to be, so I really like that about it. Like, look at that. It just gave it like that extra little kiss that we needed. And then just like a little bit on this double chin. Now going back into that Patrick Ta blush palette using the A22 Makeup by Ario brush, I pick up some of this shade here. These three are the powders. Pick up that shade, not too much, sweep off the excess. I apply it up here. And then, I know it's so many steps, you guys. This isn't necessary. This is just how I like my blush. Like, look at the difference. You see that? I take this shade here. This is the last blush step, I promise. And then focus it on the apples of the cheek. And then open up the brush so it kind of like marries with the rest of the makeup. Boom. I know. It's a lot, but I love it. I love blush. I went ahead and carved out the cheeks with the sponge, and then we can go ahead and remove that now. Excuse me. Now for the final touch. I know y'all sick of all these steps. I am so sorry. This is a lot for like every day, but it's really not. I've got the routine down. This is how I like my makeup and how I feel pretty, so you can skip whatever steps you want to skip. Just to brighten a little bit, I'm using the Nikita Dragon transformation powder, and I just kind of sweep it here. And I really, you see the difference, like it brightened. I really like to apply it here too, just to kind of press it in, because it really blurs the pores. It looks softer, as if I'm like, you know, blushing from within. I'm happy, life is good, I have it together. That's the vibe this gives me. And then some on the forehead, because I tend to get oily here. And why not brighten this big forehead up some more? So this is the base. I love how everything turned out. Now, all these layers, you gotta melt them, you gotta set them. So I like to use my Morphe Continuous Mist. I like to spray like one bit first, because it's kind of like it gets rid of like whatever's sitting at the top, if that makes sense. And of course, now to drench my skin. Usually if this was every day, I'd stop here, I'd just apply a lash and run out the house. But I want to do eyeshadow today. Who am I? I want to do some eyes. Let me show y'all. I'm so excited to show you this. So my friend Mitchie, aside from the brushes, she's so sweet. Mitchie, if you're watching this, I love you. You're so thoughtful and so kind. She gave me this Morphe X Ashley Strong palette. And it's actually a cake liner palette. And look at the beautiful colors that this has. These are water activated liners. Look how beautiful. I'm going to be using this color right here. But before that, let's throw some color on the crease because it's a little bland. Where's my stuff? Oh, yes. So these days, my mirror's dirty. These days, if I wear eyeshadow, it's mostly just like a neutral tone. I'm not really doing like anything crazy. And I have some concealer in my lids from the leftover that I brought from down here. So that's kind of what I used to prime. I have primers, but this is just like a quick and easy way if you are, you know, in a rush and need to get out the house. Let me just set my lids in place really quick before I add eyeshadow to them. Shoot, I just stabbed my palette with this point of the brush. I'm just setting them with some powder to keep them from getting cakey. Perfect. And I'm actually just gonna throw some bronzer in the crease. I'm gonna use the Makeup by Mario bronzer that I use on my cheeks. And I'm just gonna apply this in the transition area. It's a beautiful tone, so why not use this? This is usually what I do. I just grab a bronzer and warm it up real quick. You guys, I can't even tell you how many times I've filmed a video for YouTube as of lately, and I don't end up liking it. There's like 5 videos that I've discarded, but I told myself, like, you know what? I can't be such a perfectionist all the time. Like, I just need to have fun with it, you know? And don't get me wrong, like, I have so much fun, but I feel like I can be a little too technical, or like I pay attention to every single detail. Like, I got rid of this video just because like my string was out, and it's like, ugh, that was 3 hours, you know, worth of footage. So I just need to get into it, you know, and have fun with it. I feel like I've been more on like TikTok, if anything. But I'm really happy to be filming, you guys. I just turned 24 last week. I had such a great time with like my friends and my family, and you know, just feeling super loved, super happy to be alive. And yeah, life is good, you know what I mean? You know that song? Comment down below. I poured some water in this little cup. When it comes to water activated liners, products, you never want to pour the water directly. And this girl Ashley, she's so cute. She's actually the winner from James Charles's show. I feel so jittery. I'm so sorry if like I'm mumbling words. I'm like wired right now from the coffee. But she won Instant Influencer. That's the show. Instant Influencer. It was James Charles' little show where he had a few contestants and challenged them to do different looks, and Ashley was a winner. She's such a great artist. If you guys don't follow her, follow her on IG. This is fire. Like, such a cool concept. I love it. And what I do is I dip my brush. This is my A16 brush. Damn, I'm like so wired off coffee right now. Calm down. It's giving me anxiety. It's only because I drank 2. I never drink 2. I'm like Ooh, this shade's calling my name, but for today we're doing this color. It's like a beautiful brown, like a chestnut brown, and this is the shade Manifest. I like to test it out, so I'm gonna test it out on the wing. Ooh, I went a little too out. Yikes, it's cool. I'll clean it up and I'll show you guys how. Wow, that's such a beautiful color. The wing is so off, but like, we're gonna fix it. But just look at this color, it's fire. And they glide on so smoothly. I think this is on sale for $6 at Morphe, so y'all gotta pick this up like right now. It's so good. It's not cracking. The only thing cracking right now is my voice because of this damn coffee. My inner corners are always messy. Like, they will never be perfect. It's so hard. I don't know why. This brush for sure makes it a little easier, I will say. The cool thing about water activated products is that you can also clean them up with water. It like deactivates them. That makes no sense at all, but see? That's all I had to do. Boom. Gone. Really easy to use. Don't be intimidated by these water-based products. They try to scare you with them, but they're actually so cool and so fun. Okay, so I applied these lashes that I bought at Marshall's. They're by Pure Cosmetics. I chose these because they're spaced out, so I feel like they give the liner room to stand out. For the lips, I'm going to use my trusted Morphe Honeymoon Liner. These lashes are perfect for the look. And I don't have any lashes at the bottom, so that's what we get. I added mascara. Now for the center of the lips, I'm ashamed to admit that I bought into that TikTok hype. And I bought the Dior Lip Glow Oil. I'm using the shade Rosewood. I already applied some, but I want some more. It's like addicting. Like, you just want to keep adding and adding. And I think that's how they get you for your money, because there must be something in there that makes you want more. And whatever. I got it with the discount though. That's how I justify spending. Ow. That's how I justify spending that amount on a lip oil. My hair is pretty dry. And I still don't want to brush it. I brushed it like after the shower. But I'm going to just throw a hat on. I got this super freaking cute hat from Target. It's so cute. It's like, I was kind of mad because it's $15. So I try to find it on Shein. But it's worth it. Look how cute it is. I love it. And it goes with like the eye color. I wanted to give you guys a little life update, but I didn't want to. I'm like struggling to film and like talk at the same time, because I'm also trying to show you guys my steps and like really break it down for you, especially because like the way I do my makeup is a little different. Nothing crazy, but you know, some steps are different. Sorry, I'm getting itchy because of all this hair in my face. For those of you that have been following me or like know me personally, you know that I recently quit my 9-to-5 to focus on my little business. I do lash extensions, lash lifts, makeup, and eyebrow laminations. And I left my job at Morphe in August, I think. August, yeah, it should be August. But I just wanted to say that, like, that's the best decision I've ever made, because my goal is always to have my own business, but it's scary, you know, getting into something like you self-doubt, like what if people don't support me? And you know, I had bills to pay, but since then I can't even complain to you guys. Like, I've been able to pay my bills. The support has been overwhelming, and I don't even have a large following. It's my little group that continuously books with me, and it's kept my business afloat, and I'm so thankful for that. And it feels more rewarding because you know that that circle that keeps coming back to you like really loves your work. And I just want to share that because I'm sure many of you find yourself in that situation where you're ready to do your own thing, but you're afraid. I just want to tell you right now, you're never gonna see your book fully booked. Like, if you have a calendar or can't find mine, but I keep a calendar where I write like my clients and all important dates down. It's never going to be fully booked when you post your availability. It comes as you go. People book as the days come. For example, like you and me, we want our nails done. Most of the time we don't book ahead. We kind of just one day wake up and be like, hey, I want my nails done, or tomorrow I'm gonna go get my nails done. So keep that in mind. If you're a small business owner, it's the same thing. People book last minute because they don't know their schedule for the week or the following week. So be open-minded, take that risk. Trust me, like, people will book you. You just have to be positive. When I first quit and I put my availability up, I saw that nobody booked me and I kind of freaked out because I was like, what about my bills? Like, I just quit my job. But people hit me up, and from that moment on, I learned not to freak out when I don't get a response right away as soon as my calendar is up, because you get booked as you go. I have a friend of mine who's like a super talented and well-known hairstylist here in the Valley, and she told me the same thing. She's been in the game for a while, and she told me, you know, you're never gonna see your book fully filled. Aside from that, there's always gonna be something trying to stop you. Like, I'm not gonna share too much because it's personal, but when I made the decision to pull the plug from my 9 to 5, I got some news that really could have sent me back if I allowed it to. So everybody has a choice, you know. It just depends how bad you want it. When I tell you, like, this news really could have sent me back, but I didn't allow it to, and you shouldn't either. Don't let anybody or anything stop you. Sometimes the circumstances are shitty, for lack of a better word, but it's how you power through it. And that's really what life is about, just powering through it, believing in yourself. And I just wanted to share that with you guys because, you know, I'm sure many of you find yourself in this situation, and I just want to be that person to hype you and tell you to do it, because life's short, you know. Do it now or never. It's now or never. But yeah, guys, that's all for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm really happy to be filming again. I really want to do like a Marshall's favorite. Let me know if you guys are interested in seeing a Marshall's favorite. I'm there like every week, so I might as well show you guys what I find, because what am I doing with all this stuff? Happy holidays, happy Thanksgiving, and I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye. Wait, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Now, bye.